Hello dear students, welcome back. In this video we are going to start with application of the definite integral. Particularly in this video we are going to discuss about how we can find the volume using the single integration, using the different methods. So which are the different methods that we are going to discuss in this particular video? First we have the volume by slicing, then we will discuss about the cylindrical disc method, then after the washer method and the cylindrical cell method. So let us first start with the volume by slicing method. So now to find the volume of the solid whose cross section are the plane region, so in that case we will use the volume by slicing method. This method is based on the formula volume is equal area multiplied by height. By this method, volume of solid of the known cross section area Ax from x is equal a to x is equal b is given by v is equal integration a to b ax dx, where ax is integrable, and similarly the volume of the solid of known cross section area by from y is equal say to d. So in that case the volume v is given by integration say to d by dy, where by is nothing but integrable. So let us understand first simple question based on the volume by slicing method. Now find the volume of the cone with the height 4 cm and radius of the base 4 cm by the method of the slicing. That means we need to find the volume using this volume by slicing method. So let us understand this is the our cone centered at the origin along the x-axis. So base is nothing but that is a 4 cm. So what I can say, base is 4 cm, radius, so I can say this is the circle of the radius is nothing but 4 cm, but it is the cone centered at the origin. So when I assume that the cross section which is perpendicular to x-axis, so what will be the area of that? That is the ax will be the pi x square. But from where to where, that is x is equal 0 to x is equal 4, and so in that case our volume will be pi x square integration from that is 0 to 4 pi x square dx, and whenever you integrate so you will get the final answer. Now volume of the solid of the revolution using the cylindrical disc method. We are going to talk about cylindrical disc method. So about the region is rotate about the line particular, that is the L or L, it can be axis of the revolution. So what will be the formula? So I'm just going to focus revolution about the x-axis when the area bounded by the y is equal fx and the coordinates. I'm just going to explain you that this is the our curve y is equal x square say, and at x is equal, assume that this is our x is equal a and this is our x is equal b. But when I revolve about the x-axis, so this is the x-axis, so when I revolve about x-axis, so it will be what exactly the solid. So in that case what will be the a volume that we are going to find out. So in that case you can understand that this is what exactly circle is there. Now I'm just going to take about the cross section, that will be what pi r square, but radius is parallel to what y axis, so I can assume that the pi y square. But from where to where we can assume that this cross section, so I can say x is equal a to x is equal b, and therefore this is our formula v is equal pi into integration a to b y square dx. Another revolution about the y-axis, so in that case our formula will be v is equal pi into integration say to dx square dy. So let us understand first simple question. We are given that the region between the curve y is equal square root of x and from where to where, that is 0 to 4. So this is the y is equal square root of x from where to where, 0 to 4, and x-axis is revolved, that means we are going to revolve about the x-axis, so our form will be solid, and that you can see. Now I'm just going to find out the volume of whatever we have obtained the solid. So how can? So just take this cross section as our simplicity. So what you will get this one. So what I'm just going to get, the volume V is equal integration from where to where, so I can take this cross section from here to this one. That means I can assume that that is 0 to 4, and that cross section area will be what, that you can say that the pi r square, but this is the radius parallel to y axis, so I can say pi y square dx. But here y is nothing but square root of x, so I can say square root of x raised to power 2 into dx. But again you can verify that this is what, exactly only x dx. So whenever you integrate, so pi into x square by 2 over y to what, that is 0 to 4, so pi into x is equal 4, so you will get 16 by 2, that will be the 8, so you will get 8 pi cubic unit, and that will be the volume. Now we have the volume of the solid generated by the two intersection curve, and that method is known as the Wasser method. Suppose you have given that the two curves, I'm just going to mention that this is the curve y is equal f1x, and this is the curve y is equal f2x, but intersection points are there. So I'm just going to focus that this is x is equal a and this is the x is equal b. But when I rotate along the x axis, so what I will get, this will be the curve like that, and in that case you will obtain like that. And this is what exactly our, after revolving about the x axis, our generated figure like that. So in that case, conclusion says that the volume of the solid generated by the revolution of this area, when I rotate this area along the x-axis, so what it will be the solid form between x is equal a to x is equal b, and that is given by what, pi outermost circle, it has the radius, that is the pi outermost. If I say this is the y2 and this is the y1, so what will be pi, and this is the outermost, the radius is parallel to y axis, so what I can say, pi y2 square minus, and this is what, innermost, so this is our innermost, so what I can say, radius is again parallel to y axis, so this is the curve, second curve, so what I can say, this is the y1, so what I can assume that pi into integration it to be y2 square, that is the upper curve, minus inner curve, that means the lower curve, that is the y1 square into dx, whenever we get the y2 is greater than y1. So in that case our formula will be this one, and let us understand the example based on that. Y is equal x square plus 1, and the straight line that is given is a revolution about the x axis, so we need to find the volume of the solid. So in that case you can understand the rough figure, that is the y is equal x square plus 1, so this is the 1 height, so I can assume that this is the curve y is equal x square plus 1. But when I assume that this one, so this is what exactly, y is equal to x plus 1, so this can be written as minus 2x plus y is equal 1. Again this can be written as x divided by minus 1 by 2 and y divided by 1 is equal 1. So x intercept is nothing but minus 1 by 2, so I can assume that this is the x intercept and y intercept is nothing but 1. But when I draw the line passing through this one, so what I will get, this one line, and this is that you can understand. So now you can see that the intersection point are there. So this is the clear intersection point, x is equal 0 and y coordinate is nothing but 1. But what about this one? So solving these two curves, this is the line y is equal to x plus 1 and y is equal x square plus 1. So what you are going to get, x is equal 0 and x is equal to. But when I put x is equal 0 here, so y will be what, exactly 1, and that is where the first intersection point. And when I put x is equal to, so what I will get, y is equal 5. So what I can say, this intersection point is 2, 5. So I have obtained that this is the area bounded by these two curves. Now I'm just going to revolve about the x-axis. So when I revolve about the x-axis, so this is our this one line, so that will be this one, and this curve will be like this one. So you can understand like that. And when we revolve about the x-axis, so it will be solid like that, and that I'm just going to consider. So what will be the area, what will be the volume that we are intend to find out. So in that case, this is the outermost, so this is the our outermost, where the radius is parallel to y-axis, but this is the line is what exactly y is equal to x minus 1. So I will assume that pi integration from where to where, that is 0 to that is 2, and outermost radius will be what, so you can say pi y. If I say this is the y2, so I can say this is the pi y2 square minus, and this is the innermost, so radius will be the parallel to y-axis, so this touches to this curve, and this curve is what, this one, so I can say pi y1 square. So this is the y2 and this is the y1. So whenever you just simplify, but y2 is what, that you should keep in mind that this is our y2 and this is the y2 and this is the y1, but when I put all this value and whenever I simplify, so it will be the what exactly required volume. So let us see solution of that. But when we apply the formula, so pi times integration, that is 0 to 2 y2 square minus y1 square, but y2 is nothing but our straight line, 2x plus 1 square minus, this is the parabola y1 x square plus 1 square. But when you simplify and apply the formula, which formula I'm just going to apply here? Suppose you have given that the function f of x raised to power n and its derivative as a multiple. So what I can say, fx raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1, and that formula I'm just going to use it. And after putting the limit, you will get 104 divided by 15 pi, and that will be the final volume. Now we have the cylindrical cell method, and this method is used when the axis of rotation is not a part of the boundary of the plane curve area A. So in that case, the area is rotated about the y-axis, then what it will be? So volume will be. So just think about that. This is the our x-axis and this is the our y-axis. This curve is not a part of this y-axis. So in that case, suppose you are just going to get this one, just try to understand for your simplicity. So I'm just assuming that this one, so if I assume that this is a cylindrical, and that's why it is known as exactly cylindrical cell. So this is what exactly our circumference, and that you can find. So which is the radius, it has the radius which is parallel to x-axis, so I can write that is the 2 pi x. But height is depend on, this is the height, and which is what exactly depends on y, so therefore I will write that that is the y. And width, what will be the width, and this is what exactly width, and that you can see, and this is our width, and width it changes on along the x-axis, x is equal x1 to x is equal x2, and therefore it is a dx. So the limit from where to where, it will depends on only x. So therefore integration a to b, circumference that is the 2 pi x into height that is the y dx. And the same, when the area is rotate about the y-axis, so it will be what, integration of y is equal to d, 2 pi y x into dy, and that is, you can understand, this is the our width, and this is the height, and this is the circumference. And that thing we will keep in mind that whenever we determine the whenever we use the cylindrical cell method. Let us understand this simple question. Find the volume generated by the revolution, the area bounded by this one, y, 2y is equal x square, x is equal 4, and y is equal 0 about the y-axis. So you can understand this is the 2y is equal x square, so this is our curve 2y is equal x square, like that is for a parabola. x is equal 4, so this is our x is equal 4, and y is equal 0, so this is our y is equal 0. So our bounded region like this one. But our question says that find the volume generated by the revolving the area bounded by this line about y-axis. That means we need to consider about the y-axis, so it is not the part of this y-axis, so our figure is like this one, and I need to consider only volume of this one. So in that case, what you can say, so uppermost part that you can see that is the circle. So whenever we find that, so first we need to consider intersection point. So that intersection point you can determine, because x is equal 4 intersect with this curve 2y is equal x square, so you will get here 4,8, and this one intersection point 0,0 is there. But after revolving like this figure, now I'm just going to focus on first circumference. What will be the circumference? That is 2 pi x, 2 pi r. But r is what exactly, which is parallel to x-axis, that's why I write that is 2 pi r. This is the circumference. And then height will be what? This is our height. So this is parallel to y-axis, so into y. And width will be what? So you can say whenever I assume that the like that this cylinder, so what it will be like that you can see. So width will be here. So width depends on what, where to where, that is x is equal, that is 0 to where, that is the only 4, and then dx. But y is what exactly? Y is nothing but here x square by 2. So I'm just will change that y is equal x square by 2, and when I simplify, so it will be the final. So let us say its solution. So this is the 2 pi x into y, that you can see, this is the circle, and that we can determine the circumference of 2 pi r. So r is which is parallel to x-axis, that is the 2 pi x, and height is nothing but like that, which is parallel to y, that's why y, but y is nothing but x square by 2. From where to where, that I am just going to consider width from where to where, that is 0 to 4, and when I integrate, so I will get 64 pi, and that will be the final volume. So in this video we have discussed about the different methods to determine the volume using the single integration. So first was volume based slicing method, then we have cylindrical disc method, then after we have discussed about the washer method, and lastly we have said cylindrical cells method. Thank you.